fan base or like a from that project because of the diversity within it. It wasn't just a Froz. Because like he explained, it's broad, right? Mm. Not only on my languages and cultural backgrounds, but because of experiences that each person has. Lesotho or Froz, he was. I'm gonna use it based on my perception of him. He was single before. There was a single Froz, right? He released Ngoma like, what was that song that you made me listen to the first day? That song.
Yeah, that one. Going in. That's
the single Froz. Going in, it's explicit. It's about sex. I liked it, you know. And then there is the lovey-dovey in love Froz. You're my life. There is the narrator Froz. R.i.p. There is the spiritual Froz from Chronicles of a Come Up. There is the
Boom Bap
Froz.
Story of Phineas,
and 80s and 90s babies. I feel like that's also boom bap.
Yeah.
There is the friend Froz. That's what typically musically, but there is Ungani named Froz. There's Ungani named Lesotho, right?
Yeah.
And all those people, all those different types of him are in one offering categories. There were so many songs that people could relate to on so many different levels. Not the same person. Different people.
Yeah.
There is Lighted Heart. What's my favorite one? Lega Abortion. What is it called?
So Ashamed.
There is so many different, and that gave him so many new fans. And there were some people that hated that.
Because you know why? They expected when I dropped, I'm gonna be the typical Froz, like the punchline, kasi rap Froz and whatever. So when they saw growth in that, some didn't receive it well. When I say some, I mean hip hop heads.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah. So highlight the haters for me, bro.
Nah, man, I don't have time for that.
You don't have time.
Nah, I'm not gonna be here marketing other people. They're doing themselves. Yeah. So I'm not gonna be here.
I didn't mean names. I just meant addressing the fact that they can be better people.
Oh, nah. You know what? It's fine. The energy is good in here. I love the good energy here. I don't wanna you know. So anyway, I reached out to people. Even radio station personalities, they loved it. There's people that banalong phone laram fetu. Onal mama nekimudwisa or onal mama nekimdlala pinatsa how. Like nah, man, I need to call this nigga. I need a copy. Like I'm talking. No, that's for free. I'm not selling it. I was just giving out to people for free. Take the link. Like people forced me so many times to print copies, put it on iTunes, whatever. Like
someone even tried to buy it.
Like only people that deposited money to me to thank me for the offering, you know. Ruben Walesolo, you remember he sent me 250 for only 80s and early 90s. I my mate is like, you know what, first, no, fuck you, man. Like, like, thank you for the song. You know, I don't know why Paisa no, okay. For the mere fact that you're not selling it, I think I'm buying it for these other people. Like, you deserve, you know. So if you do that and you touch hearts, you're growing, you know. So I think I've outgrew the stage here. Frozole na it's a rap from Nati to Frozore. Kibatla one day at Banaba like, damn, that was a legend.
And also the person out there, the youngin, someone is thinking about us.
Dude.
Someone is feeling for us.
And they don't want to see it fail. They don't want to see it duplicated. They don't want to see it diluted, you know. But it breaks the heart. Like, oh, dude, I've been rooting for this kid. Like, I'm thinking one day, music industry about. But you know, I understand in politics, and we're not from the same homes or backgrounds. And we need to survive. So music is the only way. You know what Maseven said to me? He said, "It's a 9 to 5." He was born for this music thing. It has to work. It has to. He can't go 9 to 5. He told me, Maseven, really too, is like, I was born to do this. My mom knows it. Like, this is me. Like, I don't music. Like, I do music so perfect. I can't do anything else this perfect, you know? So
talk to us about these concepts, project. Anya, what is the thinking behind it?
Okay. The album title concept. Mine gore each and every track as a concept. So I don't do a track just to please you or trying to fit in. Sorry, not please you. Fit in. That's the right way. Concept is every track relating to everybody. Meaning track 1 has its own concept. If track 1 I'm saying Tangi Bafit, the concept of track 1 is me saying Kalebore, Limpiditse alone. And in track 2, if I'm saying life, kill direct, it's a mare, so lim mamit, life in aluba 1, 2, 3. If track 3 in fana, ki wotsi plama koning, you know. If track 4 says fana, ki waka radio, you know. So it's concepts. It's not because I got tired of hearing the traps and bendos and you know. I just wanted to conceptualize this whole hip hop thing, but now I don't wanna be too underground like Scalables and you know. I don't wanna be about much into South Africa. When you follow these South African celebrities, about rap, lyricism, you know, but pretty ugly. They think maybe something will compete. No. Yeah, like that's not it. You know, you're missing the point. What happened to your audience? How about what happened to your audience? Like it's you and Suget. It's like when now feel like Pride or mom nothing. Yeah, feel like Shayles to Saka. When I saw like him Utlabaton Shanaga face. Yeah, in Twinyana, you feel like Jalabaha or feel like R.i.p, you know? Yeah, I see no difference between Priddy Ugly and that guy. Why would Areece over? Why do you have to do that? I know it's a competitive sport, hip hop, you know? You could have not now. Like
I have a feeling that concept or you're going to nail us to the cross.
Nah, dog, like what's our concept to this one I give you when I came here and I remember to go transing, I was like every track, every line, every beat, everything. O ka mpotsa o ka no pause wa re mfana yi. Ne ke etse batho ba tshwana le nna ba rata go pause track like ke mamele like pause and you know every track. Like ona mo ke fitileng fela re ai man re tlatso. Itse wa pele bo Mathosa ne ba re kapa o mamela nkala ka tshale track 3 minutes after mo go ya kwa 10 tracks yo 30 rand ile ya cassette. Oh god. Mo cassette ya Mathosa o tshwere nkala ka tshale after mo wa tape go radio ntse ding o fila ntse le tso sa di batle you know una le original aya ma go mamela track 3 ntse o feta fela
e o recordile mo goto wa le nkala ka kana go one but wa di
separate anyways and then after mo wa fila o sha di fillers wa bona yeah wa bona singahlale khoneni wa bona tsene ke guess hore e ka tuma rona.
Here's the thing you said the other time ka Drake le ye being nominated for the SAHHA. You said gore e thusa ka into because anka lefa category 8 thing lo thusa the upcoming.
Okay, no. Okay. I want to clarify that point. No, I wasn't never educated enough, you know.
Yeah.
When they gave me a light, ne?
Yeah.
It's fine. It gives the SAHHAs it gives them that benefit, like, you know.
It extends their reach.
Yeah, so when they give out the individual to both Drake and you know, they're expanding their brand, you know, unlike they limiting themselves and going lower. I know when you give Kasi Rap and awards, it's like you're trying to cater for them. So they're not trying to cater for, they're trying to expand their brand. So if they give that publisher Drake, even if it doesn't reach him, one day when Drake's no, you are what it goes South African hip hop arts, and damn, I was like, you know, acknowledge this so and whatever. Oh shit, man, I'm fiddling with the mic. Sorry. So he's gonna acknowledge that, you know. So I understood, you know what? Sometimes you need to grow, you know. So the SAHHAs are growing, and we have to accept that they're growing. It's like Back to the City. It used to be a street hip hop session, and then it grew to a corporate gig, you know. So I know changing fana it's not I easily accept, you know. So I didn't know. Like I was like, those people are not gonna pay attention to it. If those people can dump Grammys, what are we? I know a kid here, Anna Tutsawate, would worship that shit. Like it would be more CV high or profile high. Drake is not gonna be more profile high. SAHHA nominee for the awards or SAHHA winner or whatever, you know. Yeah. But the brand itself, yeah, SAHHA, especially if it's sponsored by, I think it's sponsored by Heineken, because it's not Hennessy, because it's everywhere, Hennessy. Yeah, so, you know, they're trying to, you know,
attract better sponsors, bigger sponsors.
And yeah, so if we can get awards, go States, it's about best documentary, like Slaaghuis won an award, go States. Why can't we give States the awards? So it's fine. So I needed to understand that. At that point when I put that post out, I didn't understand and I got schooled. You know, I got information and then I was like, yeah, sure. I wasn't against SA Hip Hop Awards, man. Big ups. The mere fact that Ronaldo SA Hip Hop Awards, it means hip hop is doing something. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Your biggest inspiration in life. We are about to wrap up now. Your biggest inspiration in period.
I used to be inspired by getting on stage and the crowd rocking to my shit. I used to be inspired by how many girls I'd get in a gig. I used to be inspired by niggas giving me props. But now I'm inspired by how my music moves my family, how I relate to my wife. This, listen to this track, you know, because most of my tracks I do my melano. I have a track called Trash, and you think me and her are going through shit now. No, it's not me. I'm narrating this shit. So to her it might sound, when she listens to the track, it sounds a bit personal, but it's false information. It doesn't happen to her, you know. But because the voice that's rapping on the track, it's me. So it sounds a bit personal and not personal. Because everything that I'm saying is not what she's going through. So that's my inspiration, and my kids are my inspiration. You know, I'll tell you, when I did not Chronicles, there was what was that, before my album drops, remember? There was a track called or something, where I played the beat, and Peter was like playing the rhythm, like, you know, the rhythm to the chorus that I wrote. So I'm thinking, Mom, it's that, and she was playing alone there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking, Mom,
she's the biggest Christian.
Is your first
Umpile, yeah, is my firstborn, but our secondborn. Okay. You know? So Umpile is a critic. When you do trash music, she closes her ears. I saw my man, you know. Yeah. So when I did that, and then so I recorded it, and then I in that instance. So my biggest inspiration is my family, number one.
Bigger.
Yeah, and my fans, people that have been following this journey and supporting the craft. Yeah. And then my haters too are my inspiration. Those who call themselves my competitors are my inspiration, because I'm trying to divert away from it. I'm trying to drive away from the competition. So they inspire me not to sound like them. So the minute they're trying to sound better than me, I'm trying to sound a certain way than me. I'm like, if I sound like this here, I don't want to sound like this the next project I drop. So yeah, those are my inspiration, and you inspire me too, because you took a journey and came here and gave me this interview. I'm inspired because probably today, before I sleep, I'll write another track. So I'll feel like a superstar because I got an interview. So I'm also inspired by my late people, my dad, my grandfather, my grandmother. Mathosa inspire. You know, when I think of them and I think of my performance, and then when I perform and I have their pictures breaking down there, they inspire me to do that shit so the world can know them. I feel like I want the world to know my Mathosa. I want them to know them facially, like, this is this is that. You know, I know I'm selling an idea here, and I know Kanye West, you'll steal it, motherfucker, because you're stealing everything in Africa. But one day when I perform, I'm just going to play pictures of my late people that I admire.
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
They probably going to steal it.
Yeah.
But I said it first, but it's fine.
Your grandmother and your grandfather, you mentioned them even at the start of this talk. Who are these people to you, bro? They anchored your very essence.
Bangudisi, Joe, like, they my world. They everything. They revolve around me. They didn't know what about you, like. Nah, man. They me, you know. Yeah. Hey, personal, man. If
I've seen with Kanye, or mention with Donda, the way Lerato la Motswadi, Burutu Lerato la Motswadi, can actually be your spirit for the entire life. So we talk about parenting. Let's say you're a parent. We talk about parenting. Most kids lose it because what
we do here. My grandmother was harsh, very, very harsh, and my grandfather was like the tone it down. He was the coolest. So all our chico will tone it down. So what we do here, because we harsh and we cool, me and her.
Yeah.
So we harsh and then we discuss really too, and then we go cool them off, really too. So in their eyes, mobile because my grandfather's place, they probably asking themselves, we those parents, we sometimes she's the evil one. I'm the coolest dad, My kids love me. Oh, sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm the coolest dad. I'm the cool dad. She's the harsh mom. Yeah, and but too, because sometimes when I look at so we tryna be there for our kids, man. I wasn't raised by both parents, so I know growing up in a home without both parents. So I don't wanna be that nigga, man.
The best artist that you've ever worked with or featured?
Firstly, myself. I'm the best artist I've ever worked with.
Yeah.
And then K Jr., Hayden Kula, Terrence McKay. They're all R&B singers. Those are the best artists I've ever worked with.
Yeah. Rappers you give anything to work with locally and globally?
Locally, I'd let's say K.O. Areece.
Why?
Why? Me effect they're not diluted in this whole rap wave. They doing themselves and it's dead. Yeah. So I'd want to work with either one of them because they keep it real to themselves. Or push and like they're not trying to follow any trend. Internationally, it would be Beenie the Butcher, Ludachris maybe, but Beenie the Butcher, sure. Lyrical content.
Producers you admire can be both locally or internationally, either way.
Producers, I'll be honest with you. Producers I admire and want to work with, that would be DJ Maphorisa, Prince Kaybee. Like not Cleo, but I think, but now, right now, it's those. I don't want to work with any hip hop producer. Or if it happens, it happens. Thank you for acknowledging this. But I want someone or share musical mong so that then I get like and then we'll do something amazing, like what Cleo did with Pitch Black Afro, or what Cleo did with Bricks. So yeah,
that was amazing, Mike. Pitch Black.
Thank you.
Oh, that was amazing.
Best of both worlds, right? That was the first platinum selling hip hop CD or album. Pitch Black Cleo, and Cleo was a house DJ, Pitch Black was a rapper. So when you get Prince Kaybee is like a doctor, he's a perfectionist. Rather than try it so clean. But now if I'm a rapper, the way getting that thing, and then I get more to all things sound perfect. Hip hop producers tend to get cocky. Let's move along.
Okay. 3 artists or groups in general that you feel made South African music special.
Special.
Made as in from Tuka or now or ever. 3 artists or groups.
What do you think?
Wow, TKzee on the top of my head.
TKzee. TKzee. Yo, wow. Definitely. TKzee. Kabelo, one man as an artist. New age booger. Kushuba. Brown Dash.
Brown Dash did things to us, bro. Did things for us, bro.
TKzee. Brown Dash. Double HP, man.
Yeah.
Double HP. Definitely double HP.
For the non-quiet in hip hop, one person?
Hip hop. Who made it special?
Hip hop was in go quiet.
Yeah.
Outside there.
One thing is special, like
South African music.
Lebo Mathosa, Brenda. Lebo Mathosa, Brenda. And who else? Well, it's them, and they queens.
Okay.
Tshepo Tshola. Tshepo Tshola, I love that. Yeah, no, I'm telling you. Yeah, sorry.
That man lost his wife.
Lost his life.
And lost his wife, sorry. Lost his wife, and he made a song. Yeah.
Huluki.
I
love that song.
You know how many lives it saved? But why don't they went through?
No, I lost my little sister. Will lose a baby daddy when they, I don't know, they were not hijacking him. So when she went there, meet like we wanna mochava kapam and then family be with her fit to identify like shit, you know how era bamudara bamthunze hlomo fatsing, and then ona ka we fit a full volume ya pinayo, like in her mind pinayo ha bona riding you, like yeah, it's one of those, man.
Bro, that's hectic. Final question. What are the lowlights and highlights of our South African entertainment scene?
Highlights are the music, right? You didn't say hip hop, the music, right?
Scene, entertainment scene at large.
Oh, entertainment.
So you can include any, you can think of anything.
Okay, the highlights is them, man. But each other international stage. Nice to see getting a Def Jam deal. Piano playing states, movie makers like Bo Pel, Baslagada, and those are the highlights. Like sort of penetrated, because back then they were such old roles, you know. Bo Terry Pet or opening up the got the ball in opening up the industry. So that's the highlight. The low light is COVID, man. They never got gigs, they never got to act. Most people lost jobs and whatever. Those were the low lights, and the low lights were also those gatekeepers who don't want to allow kids to get into the industry. You know, there's so many kids who got talents out here, and you people are blocking them out because Luatla Jojo. That's the low light. We have Brenda here. We have Leonardo DiCaprio. We have people are
Leonardo
DiCaprio. Yes, DiCaprio, an actor. We have actors here.
Okay, no, I'm lost. Sorry.
Cheers.
So we have Kimang South Africa, the white chick, Charlize. We have the Charlize here, Mukas. But you people don't want to let them in because you want them to pay you, and they don't have it. Our economy is drowning, as you can see. Petrol kupugile. Lo ena re go lift go be kai king no if
What's this fear from our government or institutions or such industry itself to let young sports people and young entertainers in South Africa flourish? Because it seems when it comes to the budget, there are sports and entertainment. I don't know film industry for one.
You know why? But what's ring the kundana? They want you to pay. If example, I'll make a typical example. Go polo. How about the Kenya Pirates? I don't swim, ne? My time out and I'm fine. If they blackball me, I'm used to that shit. So you can't blackball me. Try another color. Red ball me maybe. My time I was scream album manjo. Like you get there, you get a 400,000 contract, or you get a 1 million rands contract for 6 months. So 500,000 because he put you in. What do you mean? Oh, hard. And then more 6 months in you, to go to PC 500,000 to last you for the 6 months. More pampiri months are 100,000. So 1 million for 6 months. So they divided for 6 months or no holab for 6 months. And then Mutuaba Prokul will another new guy killers no dog. Patala. And Ojuaki takes Uncle Sam and then Ojuaki scream. So hard shelter it's not enough, So Lermoluna Mutu Uhola 50,000 kabeki. Kanti mo baking no, ukuthola 15 because hona le tax, hona le uncle scream akayi, So kitona ntse re khawathana rona as youngins because my time abatla they want that's why Pirates is losing.
Carl, my sister, help us. Tell us Froz or what makes him special.
I am Master Chaba. Yella, he calls me Yella. Ondwana, depending on the mood. I am his wife. Now 6 years, been together almost 10 years in January, right? And all the stuff that you've seen today, the stuff that you see on stage is typically the same stuff that I fell for. he's always energetic. He's a clown. And we are different in that aspect. I'm also a clown, but I'm more of the Namamu strings. So I'll be calm, and then he'll still be a clown. And then there's Abana because, you know,
he doesn't adjust easily.
Yeah, he doesn't adjust easily. You care one, and I love that about him. Musically, he is a storyteller. I've told him he is a genius. I mean, I am an avid reader. Like, I will read 4 books at the same time. Oh yeah, I will sacrifice my sleep to read because I like stimulation. I love intelligence. I love also captivator with thought process, the logic within him. I've had people that they said before. He is the first person that I can tell my stupid theories to, and he will follow along with what I'm saying. I'm not a great communicator. He knows that. I don't communicate well in terms of verbally speaking. I communicate well in terms of, because I write poems sometimes and I draw sometimes. So he was the first person to understand it in aspects more than just verbal. He reached me with his storytelling. I fell in love with the artist in him before I fell in love with the man. He showed me the artist in him before he showed me the man, right? So I fell in love with that first. And there's so many times where he's been devastated or disappointed by the industry, his passion, the love, his first love, that he's like, I want to give up because I'm getting like in the spell, blocking up and up. And it becomes evident by a blocker. Like you said, so I always said like there's so many coincidences where people have written a similar song. I mean, you can have the similar lyrics, people can have similar ideas, but you can have the same flow, beat, content, everything. You're biting, you took a huge chunk out of him. And he'll get disappointed by that. But so I want to give up. And then I always tell him that you cannot, I fell in love with the artist before I fell in love with the man. So when you kill him with the artist, no, dog, no. I want the artist as well. So Lucifer he's a clown, he's a genius in my eyes. He is a storyteller. He's like he's hard, he's a hard exterior. He's not easily
breakable.
Tamed. Yes, not easily breakable. It takes a lot to get him to a point where he is really gonna give up on you. It takes a lot to get him to a point where he's gonna knock your lights out. But when he gets to the point of being upset, don't even look in my direction. I don't know how to calm him down. And that's between you and him. He is so many things, and we're translated into his music. He's one of the artists that man. He's one of the realest people that I know in terms of translating himself into his art.
His value to the game? His
value to the game is the same thing in Tushomanj.
He's golden.
He takes himself and then and Kabelo in a way that you'll understand. Whether it be his Chronicles of a Come Up, whether it be R.i.p New West, whether it be in a way that you understand in terms of
cutaways,
nostalgia with 80s and 90s baby, with stories that he doesn't even relate to, but he knows them through third party, looking from a
third party experience.
Yes, he's an observer. So he takes himself as far in your shoes, and then I tell you story that you didn't notice that was your story, but you'll relate to it, like, okay, damn, that's what I'm going through, or that's what I am, or I just thought of this the other day, but I didn't know how to articulate myself. He articulates other people's stories. And
if the game was a car, I'm a starter.
Oh wow.
I want to start. Yeah, so never nag. Don't nag the oil until I go off and then talk about pusher it. So I'm that.
That's what makes him that thing, because he is everything that everyone else.
And I've been searching for purpose. I know that this rap shit is worth it, but my grandma hates all of this cursing. I gotta listen to what I say. I need to think before I can say. I do this shit almost every day. Bitches talk about me anyways. I'm getting high and high and higher, and you gotta pull up with Mary Jane. I'm never sipping on pepper drinks, so I be drifting on hurricanes. I can tell you now we gonna be famous.
Hey, get it. Oh. I can tell you now we gonna be famous.